Hello, welcome back to a Goths War on Arena between Keith and Stefan, two very high-rated 1v1 players. I think very well 1v1 players. Not sure what Keith's rating was here. Maybe the rating will be shown in a few seconds. Yes, actually 2200 against 2300, almost similar rating. I think Keith lost a bit of his rating, but it's not a big problem, to be honest. And this game is going a little bit different because we're not going to see like the, let's say, standard Goths War, which is try to go for 3 TCs, 4 TCs, boom, in the castle you will go for champions later on, hand carriers maybe, spam the hell out of your resources that you can, and we're going to see a different approach here. Keith is going with a different strategy, and I want to show you his point of view for now at least, see how he is building up and what he's going to do at what time. You can see the standard 4 on wood, 6 on sheep, and the first boar coming in. The second boar is inside, deer are inside, second stone, main gold outside, and the boar, not a good boar, dying next to the TC. This is not ideal. This could be better, of course, but that happens even to the expert players. The main gold safe in the back here, which is nice for him, and he is going with 2-3 villagers on the berries for now. Has 6 on the board, I think, or it's 7. Next deer coming in, and the next boar is getting him down as well. Almost, yeah, there we go. So a lot of villagers on food as usual, 4 villagers on the berries. We are seeing everything pretty standard here. I guess Keith is missing 2 more sheep. No, he's got all he needs now. He's going to lure the deer. And starting at 20 population, this could get interesting. We still have a lot of villages underneath the TC first farm coming up, and still 4 villages on wood. So Keith could be able to click up really fast, but we're not going to see a tower rush. Here is sending 1 more villager on wood, actually 2, so we're going to have 1 lumber camp and 6 villagers. The boar is finished, and the villagers are going to take the sheep. Another villager coming up to go for the main gold here. And we have a click up at 1059, that's 25 population, 2 villages on gold, and we have 6 on 1 lumber camp. The rest is on food, 2 farms up. And what is going to happen? Keith is not going to boom here, which you could think at the first glance, because 25 pop plus 2, I guess that could be a boom build-up. Should work at least. The villagers taking the next deer. Resources looking good for Keith here, 650 food in the bank, and still going for the sheep, for the deer. Market blacksmith coming up. Stefan a little bit later, 26 population, and Keith is sending 1 villager to wood, so he's gonna have 7 here, but only 1 lumber camp, which is an interesting build order. Double breaks coming in immediately, and now a lot of villagers going to gold. He's got 2 already, that's +4, +5 actually, so he's gonna have a lot of gold income. He's sending the villagers to the straggler trees here, and we are going to see 4 villagers from Keith, because this is a double siege workshop rush actually. Once the villagers moving forward, not sure, I guess those 2 are gonna do the job here. And now let's check up the map for Stefan. He's got the main gold forward, which Keith does not know. Didn't really scout too much of that map. You could see Market Blacksmith coming up, second gold and second stone outside. And Stefan, I think also the third gold was it outside? Yes, was forward. And there's the villagers coming up. Quick palisades coming in case Stefan might have gone for scouts or anything. And we're going to see the double siege workshop drop. That's 1, that's 2. Gonna see a lot of mangonels. And I think Stefan probably scouted this, or maybe palisades scouted this at least, because he's reacting in time actually. Loom coming up from Stefan, heavy plow boso coming in. There's a TC on the main gold, and he's going for 3 TCs in total. That means the other TC here on the wood line is Keith. Actually, he sold the stone, which makes sense. We have Stefan now with 140 wood in the bank, but the siege workshop coming in immediately, because he can see this right now. He can see the double siege workshop, so he knows what's coming up, and we're going to see a fight with mangonels in Castle Age. I'm not going to show you all the details here. 2 mangonels dropping out immediately, starting to take this town center. Villagers first, that's actually 1 good shot, or 2 good shots, taking on 2 villagers for the TC. And now we have 3 and soon to be 4 mangonels coming up against 1 from Stefan. Yes, Stefan needs to migrate mangonels to defend, and nice dodging the shot here from Keith. Stefan, of course, trying to boom with 3 TCs. Trying to get an advantage in the economy, and at the same time don't lose the TCs, the villagers, and don't lose too many mangonels. You can see right now that's 1 for nothing here, and the villager got injured a little bit, but we have 4 mangonels, and that means that TC, the first TC from Stefan, the first extra TC, is actually going down fast. Can Stefan get a kill in? For now, the mangonel dropping back, and we're not going to see any more mangonels right now, and Keith doesn't have resources for that. He is on 1 TC, he's got a lot of villagers on the wood, and on gold, of course, on the mining camp. Main gold is a little bit unlucky placed, because the wood line is somewhat standing in the way. That was a very nice ground shot here from Stefan. That's only two mangonels left. There must have been 1 for 1 here somewhere. And Stefan now trying to wall behind this. Of course, with Goth, you don't get any more stone walls. Nice job this time from Stefan, but 1 for 1 again. This house will go down fast. Stefan buying a little bit of time, and he is still doing mangonels to try and get rid of that annoying forward push. We have 1 for nothing. Stefan doing a good job, but losing the mangonel in return. He's actually moved out to take the second gold here. Makes a lot of sense. The main gold is not safe any longer. And Keith now moving into 2 villages and the mangonel. Stefan only 50 stone, so he doesn't have enough for a castle yet. We're gonna see a castle coming up later on. And again, microing the mangonels is so important at this point in the game. With only 6 villager difference, so Keith actually doing a good job here. He's keeping Stefan busy. He was even housed here, but Stefan, of course, still the resources to get a few mangonels here. There is 1 on the field and the next one coming up. We are going to see a shot, 1 for nothing maybe. Actually, Keith is going far forward with that mangonel. It's dangerous because 1 mangonel in the siege workshop is danger, always. You always have to pay attention here. The mangonel going around, but Stefan almost completely walling the left hand side. So Keith at this point cannot really do much. There is 3 defensive mangonels on the field, and now it's another micro war. Look at this. This is just crazy. All the mangonels are moving the village. The mangonels are constantly getting microed, and at the same time we have 50 now against 40 villagers. We have town watch coming up from Kiev, and the first mangonel shots happening. That's 1 for nothing here from Stefan. 2 for nothing. 3 for nothing. No, for not 2. So 2 for 1. And we have 4 against 3 mangonels. That's good for Stefan here. He's making sure that Keith is not getting like a 4-0 mangonel advantage. And Keith at this point going through the little gap, losing another 2 mangonels. And Stefan finally able to actually revolt here, or maybe start the wall. We can see now a stable coming up from Keith. He's got 4 mangonels, but he's going to the left hand side. He knows about the TC. I think that's why. You can see the scout standing there. And Keith is just saying, okay, let's move to a point where I can attack easier. At the same time, let's try and still go on with the attack in the middle, still make sure that his main goal cannot be just taken like that. The wall is open again, and 2 knights are coming out. No upgrades yet, but 2 knights can do a lot of damage to mangonels, of course, and also to the villagers. My villager is going to die probably, I don't know. The one from Stefan died. That's 1 for nothing here from Kiev. On the left hand side, villagers actually attacking the mangonels. That's 4. And Stefan is saying, I probably had the villagers, so why not go with them? The knights, of course, trying to take care of the villagers, but that's 1, 2 mangonels down. And that female villager is actually taking on the mangonel before dying. On the right hand side, Stefan is open again. 2 villagers moving forward from Kiev. But Kiev, lone resources, of course, has done so many mangonels. A house coming up just to have some presence here, and knights trying to take and actually succeeding, taking on another villager, but there's spearmen now waiting for the knights to come in, and you can't really run in. That's just too dangerous. It's not cost effective. This mangonel TC on the other side may go down quite fast now. There's only 1 mangonel left, but 1 mangonel can be more than enough here, and the knights have to dodge, have to go away from the pikes, have to run, taking down 1 mangonel, but then dying for the higher cause. And Kiev again with no military units. That's 9 in total actually, but not really a big attack happening. On the left hand side, that 1 knight got in. I think the villager opened the gate. And that TC is on 72 HP only. I think Keith should have finished that TC. That's a mistake in my opinion, because Stefan can still produce villages here. And Keith is actually going for the scorpions now. This is just perfect. The mangonel is actually closing that gap, making sure that the pikemen cannot go for the scorpions. And even the villagers trying to attack, not succeeding. The castle now coming up from Stefan. And with that castle being up, Stefan will be quite safe here. Sorry, thought I had to sneeze. And there it was actually. Hope you didn't hear that. I hope I was muted fast enough. On the left hand side, the TC again, as I said, producing a few villages. I think Stefan sent a few villages out, but now finally the TC is going down. We have 2 stables up for Kiev. Kiev is a lot of gold in the bank, but I guess only a few farms. That's actually 8, 9 farms not coming up. A lot of lumber camps here, and the main gold finished, so Kiev needs to move to his 2nd and 3rd gold. He's getting a few relics now. The problem is Stefan has a well-working economy at this point in the game, and as you can see, a lot of food in the bank. He's still getting the gold, the castle coming up on the left-hand side, so he's actually gathering from the main gold now, rewalling here with houses, the mangonels moving forward, but they can't really do anything. And we are going to see an overwhelming Goth army here later on, because at this point in the game Stefan pretty much has taken a victory. He was making sure that Kiev could not go in with all the mangonels. He was putting a very nice defense. He was microing his mangonels. As you can see, Imperial coming in from both players, and a castle even coming up from Kiev. What end? Long swordsman coming in, squires down from Stefan. Look at the resources, he's got a lot of them. He will be able to click up 200 swordsmen immediately. We are going to see chainmail armor and chemistry. A few more barracks coming up, and the production starting right now. 80 military units for both players. That's a lot of Scorpions from Kiefer actually, and a few Mangonels, trebuchets. Okay, that's not really the major point here. Champion on the way. Theocracy domination. We're going to see a few monks, but not against champions. Let's be honest, those champions, they're dying to the Scorpions, but Kiev is losing the castle, and Kiev is also calling GG here. No chance in hell to come back. Stefan is just going to spam. Very nice attack here from Kiev in my opinion, but Stefan showing us how to micro, how to make sure that you can defend, and at the same time, look at the economy, is been doing a lot of farms, a lot of villagers. He was always ahead in villager numbers, and in the end he was able to boom because at some point in the game Kiev's push was stopped so hard, or Kiev's push was so ineffective that Stefan just had the time to actually get his economy up and running. Hope you enjoyed this quick game. See you in the next ones. GG.